Welcome to Having Words, I'm Josh. This is our first of 3 pre-recorded episodes from our time on URF Radio. Stay tuned for the talk, recorded on the 16th of December 2018. Did you guys know about this in advance, you two being on the show?
I can't believe it. No.
Did you know about it, Aiden?
I had no idea.
No idea. No.
Literally last minute been roped into.
Literally
Yep.
outside the studio, I was like, oh, by the way, guys, we're going to be on live on air.
Nice little surprise.
Nice little surprise.
Yeah.
We were going to record our podcast, weren't we?
That's what I thought.
That's what we thought.
I'm not bitter or anything.
You know when you weren't sure if you were my friend or not?
Aiden, please.
Definitely.
100% sure.
100% not now.
This is a betrayal of trust that has not been seen before
Off air.
since biblical times.
Guys.
Ridiculous. Anyway.
What have you guys been up to? What have you got?
Just getting lied to by friends.
Stabbed in the back.
My
Stabbed in the
heart.
back. Betrayed. Nothing much, really.
Nothing much, Aiden.
I went to a boxing event yesterday. It was pretty good.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What did you do at the boxing event? Were you in
Well,
it?
I watched it. No, absolutely not. No way. Those guys were scary. No, I just watched.
Yeah.
You get covered in other people's sweat though.
That's
when you watch.
disgusting.
I
That's
didn't
really
realise.
horrific.
It's disgusting. It's awesome though.
Well
Very good.
done.
You'll be up
I
there
enjoyed
soon
it.
enough in the ring.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, mate.
Not with
Maybe.
me.
Not
Please,
with
Aiden.
Yeah, after today.
Aiden,
You know what, get the gloves on.
No,
Get the gloves on.
Why are they gloves in?
Nice.
What I watched this week in the cinema, because I haven't been to the cinema in ages, was Spider-Man Multi-Universe, or whatever it's called.
Into the
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
There we go. You guys know it.
What? Multi-universe?
It is such a good film. I
Yeah.
went
Is
in.
it?
Yeah. So I went in with okay.
I just don't get it though. Where did it come from? Like,
Spider-Man.
There was like,
Spider-Man.
yeah, I get that, but like there was like one trailer about it, and I didn't
Yeah.
even know it really existed until it was out in cinemas. And
Yeah.
Sprung up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And also, this is what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Is it all animated, or is there an actual real-life Spider-Man in there as well?
It's all animated to some extent, different animations. I went and saw it with my friend. Shout out Penny, who's listening in.
Oh, she 100% friend. Like,
She
you know-
100%
Do you know her
friend.
middle
Not
name?
on
I hope so.
Do you know
Go
her
on.
middle name?
I
You do, don't you?
I do know her
You-
middle
you do
name,
know
Tom.
her
I'm so
middle
sorry.
name. Yeah. No
Tom,
worries.
please.
That's fine.
You're crying.
Another
You're leaving.
betrayal to
The
that
door.
list.
I watched it with her, and we both went in with okay expectations. We were like, "This is an animation. It might have been like toned down for kids and whatnot." We left the cinema completely amazed. That was a really good film, and
Completely amazed.
completely amazed. 100%. Completely amazed.
Wow.
Like, I would definitely recommend it to you two and our many listeners that I can see right now.
300.
3,000, Tom.
Pushing
think more
3,000.
like.
Yeah.
Pushing it.
Nice.
Speaking of movies, have you guys seen? Hopefully, you've seen it by now. The Avengers Endgame trailer.
Of course.
I haven't.
Aiden.
I haven't.
It's everywhere.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. I saw. I think I've seen a meme of it, and that's all I've seen. I haven't actually seen the actual trailer.
Right.
Maybe I'll watch it in an intermission, and I'll give you my
You
feedback.
should have
Yeah.
watched it way before this, though.
You should have.
Because it's
well,
huge. How
funny
many
enough,
views has it got on
I didn't
YouTube?
realise I was
No,
going
What
to.
were you going to say? You got a life?
No, it's going funny enough.
You were about
I
to
didn't
say
think
that,
I would
weren't
have to
Got a
watch
life sitting by a ring, getting covered in other
Other
men's sweat.
men's sweat.
Oh
Let's
my.
not go ASMR.
Let's do it.
You need to go to
No.
sleep now. Anyway.
I just didn't realise I'd have to give my full review on it.
You
'cause I
don't.
didn't
It's
realise I was
fine.
gonna be here.
But Tom, what did you think of it?
The trailer? Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But right, I said amazing. I didn't actually mean that because it was good, right? It was good. It didn't give much away, which is cool.
Yeah.
But it maybe didn't give enough away, if you know what I
Interesting.
mean.
I
You're
know
really
that-
leaving it open for Aiden.
You know?
Yeah, I know that Ant-Man's in it.
Oh yeah.
Is that man in
Who
it?
really cares about Ant-Man?
I
like
oh
Ant-Man.
yeah, he was. Tom, if you could give Aiden a really brief rundown of that trailer in a few words, what would you say?
That's put me on the spot there.
Mm.
I'd say
Least favourite thing.
at least favourite thing.
He's just put you on the spot and left the room. Would you
He
believe
has,
it?
hasn't he? No,
Okay,
he's
that's
popping
right,
back
is it?
in like he
Sorry,
never
is
just
it?
left.
Right, go on.
Right, anyway, I was just
I'm waiting
carrying
for
on. Yeah, right. Ambiguous.
I
Ooh.
completely agree. I was actually going to use enigma, but yeah, ambiguous
My
word.
word was
What does
better,
that mean?
Okay.
What does enigma mean?
The charismatic
Enigma means like if something generates enigma, it generates like wonder and like something's going to happen, or like
Yeah.
that supports
So
something
it's like
later
suspense.
Yeah.
on. It's like
Or is it
suspense, or
Not
yeah,
like that.
it's similar to suspense, but more filmy and
Well,
more
in
like.
World War II, it was actually something different.
What was it in World War
The
II?
Enigma machine, which was used by the German U-boats
Ah.
to send messages to each other, because they hunted in wolf packs. So
Yeah.
if one of them found a ship,
Yeah.
that one would call in all the surrounding submarines to join it, and then they would together take down the convoy of ships.
Damn.
And then they would send
Wow.
those
I'll be
messages
damned.
through the
I'll be
Enigma ship.
damned.
Yeah, I'll be damned. Nice
I'll
one.
be
Nice
damned.
one. Good one, mate.
That's crazy. Tom is our history expert, and it's not that he's incredibly incredibly mastered history.
Yeah,
It's just that Aiden and I don't know much about
I
history.
know zero.
What is history?
It's the past, isn't it?
Nice
That's
one.
what I was trying to say.
That was
I
our special
gonna
guest.
say that.
Thomas.
See you
Yeah,
later, guys.
special
Thanks for
history
tuning
guest.
in.
Special history.
Do I leave now?
History
Or-
segment.
You can leave now.
Over.
Is that
No.
alright?
Can it be done now?
See you later,
Um,
crew.
a
It's very
tra-
cool though. Cool fact.
Cheers.
A trailer that I think I haven't actually asked you this before. Aquaman.
Ooh.
Seen the
Never watched
trailer?
that one either.
Ooh.
No.
Tom, have you seen the trailer?
Well, yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
the poster. That was
Do you not watch trailers? Right.
no. I watched trailers.
You just
I,
look at...
right. My DC films are not good, basically. And a broad scheme.
Wow.
Right.
The Dark Knight.
No, exception to the rule.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, they're all good. All those ones, good,
Batman
great.
Begins.
But I don't know. Even like I watched what was it, Justice League?
Yeah.
I was bored. Bored.
Really?
It
Fair.
seems I don't know what it's trying to do as a film. I
What
don't get
about-
what the tone was.
What
I don't
about
get it.
Batman versus Superman?
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Really?
I didn't
I
really
quite
like
like
that.
that.
I like the
I did.
beginning.
Yeah.
you like
I
it?
like
Yeah.
the beginning with Batman and he's being all dark and.
Oh, my life.
But it was too.
That's-
I don't know.
What
It
was
was
that?
too CGI-y. Batman was. It
Really?
wasn't. It definitely wasn't Ben Affleck kicking dudes in the face. It
What?
definitely was not.
I like Ben Affleck.
He's great, but
I
it's
like
just,
CGI stuntman Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that's also
Alright,
a
well,
fair
whatever.
point.
Don't ask
Yeah.
my opinion if you don't want it.
Cheers, Aiden.
Sorry, cheers, Aiden. We hear him leave. Not because we can't see in this really dark room
It's-
with microphones.
It's actually quite well lit.
I think
It
it's
is.
lit. Not in the like.
Not in the good way.
It
Not
is.
in a good
It is
way.
well lit.
Just very luminous.
Considerably lit.
So, Aiden, you saw the Aquaman poster. What do you think of that?
It was awful.
I agree with you. Actually, yeah.
It was really weird.
Why?
It was a
I
weird
saw
looking
the same
poster.
shark in that poster like 3 times. They
Yeah.
just like
Shark?
copy and pasted
Is there a
this.
shark in the poster?
In Aquaman? Never.
In the poster, though, I didn't see a shark.
think
I just
so.
saw Jason Momoa's ripped
Oh,
physique.
Yeah, but you
he
always
sort of-
see him.
Yeah, he's
Carl
he's
Drogo.
awesome.
Jeez. And
awesome.
Tom, what do you think of the trailer?
Yeah, I thought it was. I like the music actually.
Yeah.
You know the. I was about to try and do it.
God.
Oh,
Go
no.
on, you have to now. Go on.
Can you quickly look it up so I can pretend that
No,
that's
no,
it?
no, Tom, that's amazing. Where did the band come from? No.
I'm not going to try it, but I just liked it.
Well,
Any listeners would know what it is if they've seen the trailer.
They can imagine it.
Yeah.
Okay.
guys, obviously, when you ask someone what someone's favourite film is,
Right.
it's a very broad question. But I'm going to ask you guys the same question.
on
What
the
is your, at the moment, favourite film?
At the moment, what do you mean?
At the moment, because obviously my favourite film changes a lot.
Right.
Um,
What if you have an overrunning favourite film?
Then
of
go
all
on, say that
time?
one. Say that one.
We'll say that one then. That's your favourite film.
Oh, don't get in my face.
just say that.
From the other side of the computer.
Yeah.
Oi!
Stop it! He gets really confrontational when he's surprised. doesn't he?
I get defensive when I'm put on the spot.
Oh,
okay?
no.
I don't know how to react. I don't know
Anyway,
what- all right.
favourite film. I've said it before. I stand by Apocalypse Now being the greatest
Oh, I still haven't
masterpiece
seen that.
I've
of
never
film
seen it.
ever made.
Never
okay.
have
Well,
I ever seen it.
It's brilliant.
What's it about?
It's about
Apocalypse?
Vietnam War
Oh.
and the descent into the heart of darkness as he tries
Of
to
course,
capture
Tom's favourite
an
film.
estranged general played by Marlon Brando.
Of course.
Okay.
And it's Charlie Sheen's dad, Martin
What?
Sheen. The lesser
Really?
known Sheen, Martin Sheen,
Oh, I didn't know
who
that.
plays the lead character, the
Right.
American soldier, who just descends into madness the deeper he gets into Vietnamese
That sounds
territory.
cool. When was it? Is it an older one?
1980s, I think,
Okay.
late 80s.
Has it aged well or? Is
Yeah,
It... Oh, brilliant.
incredibly
We're going to
well.
have to watch that.
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah,
should
do
watch
it.
that.
We're gonna have to
yeah.
watch that.
Let's watch
Yeah.
it.
Aiden,
Maybe
what
not.
about you? What's the film that is
At the
always
moment,
in your top 5?
Avengers.
no, I like the Avengers, right?
Right.
But no, I don't. Right, I don't normally like musicals or anything like that, right?
Well.
But Moana,
I knew it.
bloody good film. No, I watched it the other day because my little cousins came over and they
Sure.
wanted to watch it.
Sure.
Aiden,
Definitely
you were
wasn't.
by yourself.
Alright, whatever. I just love it. There's something about that film. I've seen it.
What's your favourite song?
Oh man, I don't know. I really like the How Far I'll Go one.
I don't know what
But
that is.
So
when
can you sing
Dwayne-
that?
Please.
Could, but for the sake of
How does it
people's
go?
eardrums, I won't.
It calls
Yeah, that one.
me.
There you go. You can sing.
Oh,
it. You
No
can do that.
one knows.
Yeah, it's enough of
Ow!
that. Yeah, or of course when Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
see what's happening here.
Exactly.
Is that the
when he
you're,
does
you're
that.
welcome?
You're face to
Yes.
face.
He does it so.
This is my one weakness is musicals.
I hate musicals.
Disney films.
I normally don't like
I feel
them.
like Disney is not an exception to musicals, but it's on another level. Not a different level, like a parallel, equal, but different level.
Like a
to-
different universe. But Disney is so huge now,
Oh my god.
you can't really say it's in a different universe because it encompasses Star Wars.
It's everything,
now.
you're right.
It's literally everything. Don't they also own 20th Century Fox?
They were going to buy it, I
and
think.
Marvel.
Did that not go?
They're
and
in
Marvel.
Marvel now.
Oh,
Disney's Marvel, yeah.
Oh,
Marvel
mate, they're
or it's
spreading.
Marvel Disney.
Whoa.
But either way,
Either
Disney
way.
owns it.
Disney's
And
the
Star
big boy.
Wars and Marvel. Man, I never thought about that. They must be rolling in it.
They definitely are. They definitely
Just
are.
a little bit. Probably more than I
Just a
have.
lot.
Oh no, for sure. Actually, no, for sure.
I am.
I think you said this the other day. Like they have to.
with debt.
Disney will never like. I don't think it'll ever die down because. I think you said it the other day, Josh.
Yeah.
They have to remake them every 10 years or something.
Yeah, when the Disney man,
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney,
The Disney man.
Literally the name of the company. There you go.
It's not
When-
that hard, is it?
in his will, I saw this on Facebook. So
Did you say Will or Will?
will
Will.
Will.
W-I-L-L.
in his will?
In his
Oh,
will.
in his will. Oh.
Right, in
In
his will.
his will,
Right, okay.
Okay.
he wrote that Disney princesses need to be remade every 10 years, so each generation could experience Disney's
So,
princesses.
do you mean a new princess, not
No.
like remaking
the same ones?
Cinderella?
Cinderella's recently come out again.
And you know,
Oh, that's
Snow.
true.
Is it Snow White coming out next year?
Snow White's coming out next year. Yeah.
Every 10 years there's
Every
going to be a
10
new
years.
Disney
That's a
movie.
proper conspiracy.
Like
that
Beauty and the
is.
Beast, for example, came out the other year.
Oh, with
Yeah.
Emma Watson, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And Ewan McGregor as the candle.
Yes.
oh,
Ewan
it was.
McGregor.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I thought
Hello there.
the
Hello there.
Beast
Oh.
was better looking as the Beast than when
Yeah, I
he
think we
turned
all did.
into the man.
It was like, it was like, oh, what is that?
I haven't seen this film.
Pitchforks out.
You haven't seen it. You need to
No,
watch it.
I don't watch Disney.
I
ever.
don't either.
You
Like,
don't?
I feel like
But I've seen that one.
yeah, I might have let myself
Unless
down.
it's a war film, I don't feel like Tom's interested.
Is there actually a wrong ear for headphones?
Well, if you think your ear canal goes in.
What'd you call me?
Don't talk about
Yeah,
my
you
ear
did.
canals.
Ears jokes.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course. It's like if you have a left glove and a right glove. You have a left
oh, that's
ear
true. Actually,
and a right
that's
ear.
a really fair point.
The
Aidan.
ear hole
I
goes
think that
in
actually
a
makes
different
sense.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, you must
The
be
ear
a
canal.
scientist.
I am.
You are.
I did
am
BTech
scientist.
science.
Did
I know
you?
I'm talking.
I
Yeah,
don't know
did
if that
triple
counts.
science,
I
mate. So
well, I did
outrank
triple.
you.
How about that?
Whoa,
I
whoa,
don't-
whoa!
We're talking A level here. We're not talking GCSE.
Oh,
right.
we need a little
I
sound
peaked.
horn.
Sorry,
I
you
peaked
did.
at
You peaked
GCSE.
at digging up coins.
But you know
Stop
what?
it.
I went to university, Aidan.
Oh!
Where did you go, mate?
He's
Where did you go?
crying.
Where did you go?
Right,
You went to
okay.
work.
Next song.
You went to work.
Next time.
Little scrub.
Okay, you guys, for the next Jesus,
I don't like confrontation.
for the next section, we're going to be putting a barrier between Thomas and Aiden. For the next
There
section,
already is a physical and financial and mental
Oh,
barrier
man,
between
okay.
us because I'm so advanced.
I want to know about. Okay, we've obviously discussed movies. We all love movies, but now we're going to
Love
move on to
movies.
something which, for me, is a little bit closer to my heart.
Don't
Games.
say gaming.
Yes, video games.
Gaming, yay!
Yes.
I'm going to quickly. I want you guys to think of your favourite games, and I'm going to quickly tell you something which has happened in the news recently, to do with Fortnite, a game that I haven't played. I haven't played it.
I won't lie. I
Can we
played it
not
when it first
talk-
came. What?
What? Can we
Do you
not
wanna
talk about
over me?
Fortnite?
Thank you. I played Fortnite when it first came out. I'm not really into it though. I think I last played it like season 3.
I don't know what is there
They're
a
on
season?
season 7 now.
It's
I
weird
got
that you know
told
that,
that
Tom.
today by a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Who
Was
was
it you in the
playing
mirror?
The
with?
target demographic.
Yeah, that pretty much
Yeah.
is, mate.
Not
Is it you,
yet.
me in a mirror? Are you alright?
Tom, sorry.
I went to
So
university.
yeah, Fortnite, the company that makes Fortnite, Epic Games,
Mhm.
are making their own like game hosting platform, like Steam, for example.
Right.
But the thing that makes it so appealing is that they're offering 15% of profits go to them, whereas Steam, 30% of all profits sold on a game go to Steam.
Is it really 30%?
It's 30%. It's ridiculous.
That's
Wait,
enormous,
Steam
mate.
get 30%?
They get 30% of profits.
But they have a
Wow.
monopoly, though, don't they? Really?
They're sorted.
I
on
yeah.
mean,
the
yeah,
PC.
everyone uses Steam.
Yeah.
And something that I learned recently is that the games that you buy on Steam, which is basically a program on the computer to purchase games all in one library, and it's like the only way to get some games as well is to go through Steam, which is why some people don't like
Yeah.
it.
It's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, Steam
Oh
is.
man, that must be really bad for like people, like obviously up and coming developers, like all the indie games and stuff.
They have to go through Steam.
30% of
It's
that's
a
mad.
lot.
That's a
It's
lot of money.
ridiculous.
But you know what they all do now, though? They all do, like, what's it called? Early access.
Yeah,
Early access.
Which makes no sense, because they literally make you buy the game while it's being developed,
yeah,
and then it just carries on with updates. They don't actually release
exactly.
a
There's,
final
you
product.
never get a good,
there's been so
yeah,
many
You kind of
games
get
like
final
that.
product.
Yeah, you're
No.
I
getting
think
conned a little bit.
DayZ, the zombie game, which I think is still out there.
That's still not.
It's still out there.
I don't
But
think that's even finished.
No.
obviously, it got overthrown. That was in alpha or beta.
Yeah.
Beta.
Yeah, for ages. It was ridiculous.
I
Yeah.
don't even know if did they fully release it in the end? Because
I don't know.
think
It got
they were meant to
outswarmed.
they were meant to do like a console one, and they never.
Oh,
did
they
it.
made a
Really?
driving one. It was
Yeah.
like PUBG and Fortnite, but driving
Oh,
in
yeah, that's
cars.
cool.
With
I
your-
like
with your-
how
with
no
your
one
mates.
talks about PUBG anymore either.
What's that?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
PUBG.
Pub. Come on then. Bye, guys.
Hey, lads.
Lads.
So
was
yeah,
embarrassing.
guys, I'm going to ask you this now.
Yes.
Actually, I'm going to start so you guys can think a little bit more. Favorite game or game that you're playing at the moment? For me, I'm going to say both. Favorite game, ODST Halo on Xbox. Such a fun game. I think I played it with both of you. Aiden more recently.
Oh man, we seshed it.
We seshed it. Legendary mode. Yeah.
I feel included.
Well, you're not. So
That was a natural pause.
Yeah.
And the game that I'm currently playing at the moment is Zelda. Zelda on the Switch.
On the
Breath of the
Switch.
Wild.
Breath of the Wild. I would highly recommend that console.
Awesome game.
If you're a busy bee, busying and being around, I'd recommend it.
It's the first game I'm going to get when I get a Switch
yeah.
next year.
Good
You've
luck with
never
that.
really played much Nintendo, have you?
No,
You've
I'm
never-
not really a
never
big
really-
Nintendo
You're actually
boy.
not very attractive.
Wow, no,
oh,
don't say, come on.
oh.
We're all friends.
My mum would
Well.
disagree.
She's listening, Tom, and she agreed.
She disagrees.
She disagreed. So yeah,
Anyway.
I'm going to start with Aiden.
Okay.
Favorite game and game that you're playing at the moment?
Favourite game? I really like the original Dark Souls. Love that game.
Nice.
I don't remember the last time a game pulled me in as much as that one did. It was mental. I got literally obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I was trying to find all the secrets, all the items in the game. I played through it so many times. Normally, when I play a single player game, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
But this one, I finished it so many times.
And then you got the remastered, didn't you?
Yeah, it did, and I loved it because the first time I played it, I'd done everything in the wrong order, but the game sort of allowed me to do that. But it was just so strange because there's no
Yeah.
real tutorial, just kind of thrown in and be like, there you go,
Yeah.
basic starter equipment, depending on what you pick, and then obviously off you go. And I loved it,
You like the challenge.
and obviously yeah, it's
You
a
thrived off
challenging
it.
game. I did.
I hated it.
I actually stopped playing it for months because I found it so hard, and then I picked it up
Jeez.
again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and never looked back. Played all of them. They're all great. Play them.
And a game that you're playing at the moment, obviously, when you find the time, we're busy bees, like I said. We're busy
Well,
folk.
I don't know. I haven't really had much time to play games, but I don't, obviously Red Dead 2. Everyone's playing that.
Oh, we haven't
Obviously.
played. Tom and I haven't played
You
it
haven't
yet.
played
I
it?
haven't got it, mate.
It is good,
Don't have the money.
but
But
you need I'm not exaggerating. You'd have to set aside at least a couple hours just to get anything done.
that's a lot.
Yeah, because it's a really slow game, which I really love because it really sets
Yeah,
the
that's what-
mood. It's so slow.
Yeah, that's what appeals to me, though.
I love it.
Just
It's
doing
great.
your own thing.
And you just sort
in
of
your own
I
time.
get so distracted in that game. I try and do the
Yeah.
story missions, right?
Yeah.
And then the sound geezer on the floor or needs my help or something. I end up just
Oh,
doing.
I'm on the floor.
Yeah.
Good for
Like,
you.
you know what I mean? Like I just
Wasting
end
my
up
time.
just getting so distracted, and I just never get anything done.
Oh,
And I
no.
sink hours into it, and I'm not even out of like the first or second chapter, and I've
I
sunk
hear
like
That's the
ridiculous
sign of a
amounts
great
and
game,
tens of
though.
hours.
It is, but
It's
it's also
great.
they want
It's a
so
great
much of your
game.
time, and I
yeah, it's an
besides the
investment.
cost, yeah, exactly.
It's an
Besides the cost, they
investment.
want your time, and that's just even more valuable to me.
Yeah, and now the online's come out. Like I need to try and play the online and
Oh
the
yeah,
single
the
player.
online by yourself.
Man,
There's an online
I'm
feature.
getting
I didn't
stressed
even
just
know
thinking
there was
about it.
an
Yeah,
online
Yeah, Red
feature.
Dead
Is it
Online.
like GTA Online?
I don't know. I haven't really played it.
Oh, so it's going to be stunt races with horses.
Oh my god, with the boot,
With the
jetpack horses.
Okay, Tom, I'm gonna move over to you. What game are you playing at the moment?
I thought you were going to say move along.
Move along.
At the moment, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
that looks
I-
really different. To
I
the rest of
love that game.
I've heard really good things about it.
I
to be honest.
honestly love it. I've sunk so many hours into it now, and I'm nowhere near finishing it because you literally get presented with ancient Greece, like
That's
at its
already
peak,
cool.
which is
Yeah.
already awesome.
That's
And
already
you're
cool.
and it's still the same formula as the Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed games
Yeah.
before.
It looks a lot sleeker.
Yeah, it's a lot. It runs a lot better.
Yeah.
Like it's just the way it runs. You discover the places you want to go to. Each place has like some maybe historical trivia about it as well,
Oh, that's just you, isn't
which
it?
you can read up about it. I won't go
Yeah,
into it in
you
too
like
much
that.
detail, but
Please
You
don't.
read everything, Tom. Please
yeah,
don't.
it's great. That's the game I'm playing at the moment, and I do really recommend that to anyone because I imagine it's not too expensive at the moment. Actually, it's been out a while.
Was it like 30 quid?
Yeah,
40
maybe.
quid? Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not too bad.
I did enjoy the Assassin's Creed games.
Did you?
Yeah, obviously Ezio at the tires or whatever. the name
Oh,
is.
the second one.
Differenze.
Second one.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Favourite one.
The
It
second
got weird
one.
though. Is that the one with the apple?
The real life storyline
Yeah.
with
Apple of Eden.
Desmond.
It got weird, didn't it?
Okay,
It
I
does
think
get weird.
Got weird.
they've got to stop all of that.
They pretty much
It got
have,
weird.
right? They have a modern day storyline
And
now,
also-
but it doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Don't talk over me.
Sorry. Yeah,
It doesn't
right.
really make sense
Sorry.
because they've kind of got random characters now,
Yeah.
and you don't really feel invested in them. They kill Desmond off. Spoilers. They kill.
Whoa.
They kill
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I don't- I-
prefer,
He dies.
I would have preferred if you swore on here. I'm joking.
I can.
No!
All right. Okay. But yeah.
I think they should just get rid of the modern day stuff. I really
quit
didn't
it.
enjoy any of it.
No.
It's
That's
so
fair.
it just slow. It takes you out of it. You're not there.
I feel
to
like
be
they're in a
geezer
hole
in a
now.
hoodie.
Or maybe there's this one guy like
Actually, you are. That's exactly what you are.
Exactly. Wait.
That's exactly.
You're a woman now. You play as a woman.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know her name though. That's how like not interested or bothered I am. I'm not sexist or anything. It's not just
Oh,
because
here
it's a
we go.
woman.
Is it
But,
how they kind of play her narrative and everything?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
It-
just not interested. Yeah,
No.
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
And
So it doesn't
Tom,
bother you.
Nah.
favorite
good.
game or game that you've put the most hours into, or one that you just keep going back to?
That's a different thing though, mate. I think there's a difference between most hours and
Yeah.
favourite game.
Okay.
Favourite game, the BioShock series.
Ooh,
'Cause the
okay.
whole underwater utopia.
I've only
That is
played.
cool.
which
It's
gets
scary, though.
corrupted.
Infinite.
Yeah, proper
Really
scary.
scary.
Mate. The
I-
splices, they're all
yeah.
like genetically altered.
Terrified.
Jeez, that's
It's
terrifying.
mate. Yeah.
Then
And,
again.
Andrew Ryan is like the boss of the underwater city, but he's gone
Underwater.
crazy. He's still. It's kind of like. I was going to say it's kind of like the fall of Germany towards the end of the war.
Oh,
Why
no!
have you always got to bring
Come
it
on,
up?
Tom.
Because Andrew Ryan still believes that he can save his city, even though it's
Oh.
like completely destroyed almost.
One of those.
One of
Oh,
those.
yeah.
One of those
Classic.
geezers.
Got
But
into one of those last week.
Top boy.
the most hours are sunk into a game, and you know what it is. I bet.
I
Can I
reckon I
guess?
know what it
Because
is.
you stalk my
Can we
Steam
guess?
profile.
Oh,
Can we
okay.
guess?
Wait, it could
Count
be
us
one
in.
of two things.
No,
What are you gonna go
I'm
for?
pretty
Okay, you go
confident.
first, Aiden.
What? No.
You're
Are
gonna
we-
be
We
wrong,
should do it at the
Aiden.
same time.
It could be one. Okay,
Whatever.
ready?
Okay.
I can't-
3,
yeah.
2, 1.
Civ
Skyrim.
5.
What? Oh.
You're both wrong.
What?
No.
Oh, is it Total War?
I think it's Total War, Rome 2.
Oh.
I was thinking Skyrim, but then I thought,
thought
like he
Skyrim.
played a lot of Civ 5.
Is that the
That is all
500
you-
hours one?
Dude, one of them you've dedicated
Right.
far too much
It's
time
either
to.
Civ 5 or Rome 2. It's
Dude.
not Skyrim.
Strategy.
Speaking of Skyrim,
Speaking of Skyrim,
you boys like Skyrim?
Love Skyrim.
that's alright.
It's a fun little game, isn't it?
I love Skyrim.
The greatest game of all time.
It's
Well, you literally did not say that just now.
Don't question me.
Sorry.
I
no,
hate it.
I love it.
I'm gonna get it for the Switch once
Cool.
because
Just cut me off.
handheld Skyrim is gonna be amazing. But it's,
Oh, and you
Yeah,
can get
man.
the Zelda mods on it. You'll be
Yes.
like, it'll basically be Breath of the
I
Wild.
don't see the
But in
appeal of that
Skyrim.
though. What's
Tom.
so exciting about that?
what the Zelda mod?
Yeah.
You get the cool shield.
Well,
and
yeah,
you
but
get
you
the
need to
Master
play-
Sword, and you can.
Why does that matter?
It's just cool.
That's
It's
not
just,
what Skyrim
It's
is.
just
No, it's
cool,
not, but it's
man.
You can't
Nintendo
excuse
Skyrim.
anything with it's just cool.
All right.
You can't
Well,
say
you're just
Why do people
I'm-
mod games
I'm
then?
say it.
To make it cooler?
I'm cool, man. My mum says I'm cool still.
Oh no, your mum just messaged me
Oh,
again.
she did- no.
Oh no, it was just shopping list. It wasn't
No,
anything
I
else.
Why is my
bought
mum
the.
sending you the shopping list?
All right, cool. We're just going to talk about Tom's mum.
And just
I can
stop
go
a
for
second.
hours.
Hold on.
Okay, Aiden, go ahead.
Skyrim. I keep going back to it. I bought the special edition for like 20 quid when it was on sale, and
This is
my god,
exciting.
I'm still playing it.
There's
And
too
Really?
much.
It's I'm still playing it, but the one thing is, it hasn't aged terribly well. It's
No.
kind of very very clunky.
But then you kind of move past that because of
But
nostalgia.
it's so, yeah, it's so,
You
they're
know
so
what I
really
mean?
endearing about it.
It
though.
is
I love
endearing.
it.
Yeah.
You just like all the
100%.
like really weird animation. The kill animations
The
are
wink and wink
hilarious.
crease up about
They're
the kill
hilarious.
animations.
Oh, man,
they're
I love that
quality.
game.
We're going to quickly go over some news. The only news that I've been exposed to this week, I don't know about you guys, is YouTube news, and this month.
All right.
Obviously, if you're not a YouTube fan, you won't really get this, but I feel like it's nice to be exposed to it a little bit.
It's not nice to be exposed.
It's nice to be exposed. The most obvious thing is PewDiePie lives in Brighton. He's the most subscribed to YouTuber, but for how much longer?
I reckon he'll still go. He'll be going.
There is a rival series, rival channel called T-Series, which on PewDiePie's chat everyone calls it T-Gay, which is great.
I don't get it. I honestly don't get any of this.
You don't get it?
I've never watched a PewDiePie video in my life.
Really?
He's better now.
T-Series. I feel a bit superior actually about
Well,
that.
you shouldn't.
All right.
Are you not watching him on purpose so you can have that statement?
No,
Obviously,
just never
like
had the
it's some
interest.
kind of personality trait.
Well, it is when everyone else is like losing their minds and fornicating over this Swedish dude. Who actually cares? Like, I heard he gets in trouble a lot though because he says things he shouldn't say.
says some
Recently,
things,
yeah. So let's not go into that. But yeah, he gets into trouble a lot. But recently, he's started to care a lot less about how he looks at, like the kind of stuff he puts up and everything. So it is very free flowing, and it's just nice, chilled back content.
It's cool that he's just doing what he wants to do now.
Yeah,
he's kind of got to a place where he can basically upload whatever he wants.
Yeah,
and he will get millions of views because every single one of his videos got millions and millions of views.
Yeah,
it's mental.
I think that's probably why he's in the public eye on YouTube so much.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, he can't escape that now, can he? Like,
exactly, he's stuck. I feel like every so often with him, he doesn't realise that he has like 76 million followers.
Yeah.
And then he posts something and okay, I basically influence all these 9-year-olds.
Because a lot of them are kids. Like a lot of stuff he jokes about, or like his sense of humour in general is very like sarky and like.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you shouldn't really take it at face value. What he actually says is usually like quite satirical.
Satirical.
There you go, that one.
You should have gone to uni, mate.
Yeah, you're right. I should have. Oh my god, I'm the only one here that didn't.
There's only 3 of us here.
It's a bit embarrassing.
Look at me now. Only one wearing a Christmas jumper as well.
No, I respect that, mate.
I respect it.
That takes
good,
some
I don't even like Christmas pudding, but I'll wear it.
You're wearing a massive Christmas
I've
pudding.
never had Christmas pudding before.
It's awful. It's like a big raisin. Don't know why people eat it.
You know
some people would have said it alight as well.
It's cool. Yeah, like I had one today.
Yeah, why would you set a raisin on fire?
No,
it's not just a single raisin. No, it's like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, you pour brandy.
I imagine in Tom's head, like in history, this guy brought in a raisin and he was like, let's set it on fire.
Yeah, it's actually in the Bible.
Yeah, tell us more about the first ever Christmas pudding.
I'm not actually gonna. If you're gonna just take
Wait, do you actually know? Do you actually know?
If you're gonna sit there in the corner,
Tom, you're on the other side of the desk.
Shush a second, because I need to give Aiden a lesson in
the first ever Christmas pudding.
I know I don't actually know, but I just want you to pipe down a little bit on being
turning down Aiden's mic. We've just got a shout out from Penny saying, yes, Aiden, for the Christmas jumper.
Thanks, Penny.
Oh, look at that. Christmas jumper fan. Only fan.
You've got one.
Yeah, all I need is one.
Hey!
I'm proud of you. You made it.
Another YouTube related thing that I saw was YouTube Rewind. Every year YouTube makes these rewinds.
It went down well, didn't it?
Disliked video, I think.
You know, Aiden, if you were a video, mate, you'd be the most disliked.
Well, probably.
Thing on YouTube ever.
Yeah, probably.
Thing on YouTube ever.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, it was Catching Up to Baby from Justin Bieber, which has the most dislikes. Wow. And then people started unliking Baby, so I think in like a week.
Honestly, it's some kind of social movement. Wow.
In like a week, Baby lost like 300,000 dislikes.
Do you reckon that's sort of like the modern day protest?
I think it is.
I think that's. I'd count that.
Purposely dislike.
I would count that.
Undisliking another video to dislike another one you don't like or agree with.
Yeah,
is a modern day protest.
I think as well in the sense that like liking a video and disliking it literally does nothing. Like modern day protests.
No, it doesn't.
Well, yeah. I would say it is. I'd say it's a pretty good way of doing it because I know it's the most disliked video on YouTube ever, but I've never actually watched it. So that makes YouTube look no,
because
the rewind is now the most disliked video. I've never watched it.
Yeah,
the YouTube rewind, but I know that it's the most disliked one.
Yeah.
So all those people disliking it and unliking Baby.
Undisliking
makes YouTube look kind of bad.
It does.
They've completely misunderstood what their audience were all
that's
about.
exactly it. Like,
and it just makes them look stupid. What's Will Smith doing there, by the way?
Yeah,
what's he doing?
Like, he's not even a YouTuber.
Who?
He's in the first bit of it.
Well, he is a YouTuber.
Is he
but
the bit that says it's rewind time? Because that's now a meme.
Yeah,
that's a meme.
That's the best thing that could have come
the only reason they have him
in
in is because recently he's become a YouTuber. But like YouTube's supposed to celebrate YouTube being a community and a system that rose together almost.
Sure.
Not you. Well, I don't know.
I think they just need to stop this rewind. If you haven't seen it, I'd recommend watching it anyway for the cringiness and everything of it. Yeah. But
YouTube is cringy.
YouTube equals cringe.
The bottom line is, it's cringy.
It's cringy.
And you can't escape that.
No, exactly.
I think the last YouTube Rewind I watched was like 2015.
It gets worse and worse.
I watched the last one.
And
I saw an interesting chart, actually. It was a bar chart, and it said like each year was a bar, obviously, and it's each Rewind video, and they start off like really well liked because it's got like the whole community.
Exactly, it had PewDiePie in, which was like they celebrated their most like subscribed YouTuber,
and then it gets like 2011 or 2012, and it's like Rebecca Black's Friday video was like featured in it massively, and the dislikes just got enormous, and then it was all just dislikes from that point on, which I think is a really important milestone for YouTube.
It definitely is, but they're not getting it. Like I think for like half the video, it was like some of them were most of them were like Twitch streamers, like normally.
Yeah, it was.
And
weird.
and also that most of them did like Fortnite videos and stuff, which I get applies to the wider range of like 9-year-olds and young audiences, but it doesn't really celebrate what YouTube is and what they also try to cram down our throats.
The vibe I got was basically, it was almost like a meme celebration.
It literally was.
Which is cringy, because
they put in
memes shouldn't be celebrated. It's like a satire on. But,
I mean,
do you get what I mean? Though?
I get what you mean, because like YouTube and memes are different things, and like what I do get is they were supporting a lot of like charitable events they did and everything, which I completely agree with. But it's also like YouTube needs to celebrate YouTube and the people on it rather than the stuff that they did almost as well.
Yeah. That's fair.
So yeah, that was YouTube Rewind. If you haven't watched it and just dislike it. Woo! And subscribe to PewDiePie. Woo! Tom, subscribe to PewDiePie.
I'm alright, mate.
Okay, well.
Oh, we did. Are we still? Is that?
We're not doing it.
He don't want people to do it anymore, does he?
He
got like 500k. He's like well ahead now.
He is. He's like PewDiePie. Yeah.
He's because
basically. What are we talking about now? What's this?
His subscriber count. He's like miles ahead of T-Series now.
There's actually a live stream.
There's a massive gap because he basically got his mates to. Oh yeah, he's probably what's he on now?
This is a live stream. He's on 77 million. He only just got there.
Look, he's like
and T-Series is on 75 million.
They were 40,000 behind him until his mates made a video. Markiplier and the Irish guy.
Is T-Series like exactly the same?
It's all bots.
No, it's basically it's.
I mean,
like
obviously, so's PewDiePie as well.
They basically just upload like millions of videos a day.
And they get hardly any views as well.
I feel like millions is a bit.
It's a bit of an overstatement. You're right.
It's not really feasible.
No, it's not.
So yeah, that was just YouTube news that I've seen. I don't know if you guys have seen any news that you think's worth mentioning for this week.
What about the French protests? Am I right?
Go on then, Tom. Talk about the French protests.
Well, mate, they've been proper battering each other.
Have they?
The French riot police.
What are they protesting?
I think the Frenchies, they love a good protest.
They do love a good protest. The crisps, the Frenchies.
They love
French
breaking out a guillotine. Are you listening?
Yes.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah. Sorry, Tom.
Food.
Anyway, thank you. They love breaking out a guillotine.
After this,
yeah, go on.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
No, Aiden, go ahead. I mean, Tom,
go ahead. I know nothing about this subject.
Go ahead, Tom, go ahead.
I will let you speak now.
No, go ahead, Tom.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to speak?
You're allowed to speak. Wait.
How long have I got?
And you're on air. You have 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Right. The French police, right?
Yeah.
I don't even care anymore. You know what?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I feel like
it's because all my willpower is being used right now not to interrupt you. I genuinely care about what you're about to say, but I just want to do it.
I don't care, but I respect you as a person.
You know what? I appreciate that.
I think this is important.
Josh.
This is important news. I think you should share it.
Should we change the name of this to like friendship issues and resolving them each week?
It's kind of like a therapy
Jeremy.
session.
It's not quite Jeremy Kyle.
Income Tom.
What was that?
Tom.
This isn't anything like Jeremy
Didn't you go to uni?
Help.
I did actually.
Not you.
Well, I did as well.
You did also.
The last piece of news that I have.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Just
the last piece of news. Do you want to talk about French people?
Okay, well, it's just about the French people. They're angry that the government has put more tax on fuel.
Oh, really?
And they're proper flipping out
but
about it.
That's good.
And they're all. Can you just let me finish, mate? They're all putting yellow vests on. All the protesters, because it's called. I think the protest is called.
One vest at a time. We'll stop them.
Yeah, it's called like a yellow protest vote or something. I can't remember, but it's all because they're wearing yellow vests, and they're really getting angry about it. They're lobbing like Molotovs and stuff at the riot police, and it's getting pretty serious. We're on like week 2 now of
week
riots.
2 of the yellow vest people.
Yeah, it sounds dramatic, doesn't it? But it's pretty serious.
Wow.
Speaking of,
anyway, that's mine.
Why yellow? What? Why?
Not
mustard,
really sure,
French mustard.
Yeah, that's exactly.
French fries are yellow.
Well, Yes, Aiden.
French fries aren't French, though.
What? They're American.
They are American.
Yeah.
Speaking of news and stuff.
Speaking of French fries.
Speaking of politics and everything and all that kind of shebang. Brexit. We're not talking about Brexit. They're making a film.
What, Brexit?
About Brexit.
And guess which British actor, is starring in it?
Bruce Willis.
No.
He's not. Oh my days.
And he's not.
Definitely not.
Oh my days.
Go on, quickly try and guess.
Right,
Michael Caine.
No.
Simon Pegg.
I failed you, Marshall.
Nick Frost.
No.
I'm running out.
Did you say Simon Pegg?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Nice.
Okay, I'll give each of you 3 more guesses.
Henry Cavill.
No.
Oh yeah, he's
fit though.
Okay, lads.
To be British.
Tommy.
He is. He's so fit. It's unreal.
What is this?
Jumper. Yes, when he what's that? What film's he in? When he's doing the fighting.
Mission Impossible Fallout.
And he rolls up his sleeves in the bathroom and he does a
little.
Yeah, I was like,
I became pregnant at that point.
Yeah,
by the way.
How many months?
I'm actually 2 months in.
I can tell. Okay.
Wow, that's delayed pregnancy.
My mum messages you in like, yes.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys.
Yeah, please, because I
Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Benedict.
What did you say?
Cabbage.
Wimbledon tennis matches in it. Wow.
Oh no!
You have such granddad.
So
jokes,
I don't know if he's playing.
Bear, isn't he? He has bear
Sitting here in my
jokes.
granddad jumper, Christmas jumper.
Wimbledon match, whatever you said.
I don't know.
didn't say that,
Like,
did I?
is
just wasn't.
Is he playing
the amount of
Brexit?
syllables.
Can you play Brexit?
You fool.
It shouldn't be played. Brexit is.
Is he playing Brexit?
Why are they making a film out of
Brexit
Brexit?
isn't like a
It's not-
character.
no.
It's a disaster. That's what it is.
Okay, so this is a brief quiz between you two. We're not keeping track. Brief by the sense that it's fun. This is fun. It's fun.
Nothing about this has been fun.
So I'm going to say the question. Aiden, don't look. I'm going to say the question, and then
I'll move over here.
I'm gonna.
Don't get close.
I'm going to start with
Can I
Aiden.
move the mic, or is that too loud? Am I allowed to?
You can move the mic.
Just
Yeah,
move the mic, Aiden.
Oh my ears. I'm gonna
You've ruptured.
start.
How do you do?
I'm gonna rotate between Aiden and Tom, and
really
if you get it
upset me.
wrong, I'm gonna give it to the other guy to try and see if he can get it.
Oh, it's like
You're
Family
like-
Fortunes.
You're giving off major teacher vibes. with this
Oi!
whole thing. If you get it wrong,
If you get it wrong,
I'm moving on.
is that what your
Wait,
teacher
You're a
said?
failure.
Is that what
Blimey.
teachers say?
Get over here.
What must all horses and donkeys in the UK have?
a saddle.
Tom.
I don't know.
By law.
Yeah,
I think
by
I know
law.
what it is. That's
By
a
law,
stupid
go on.
question. Oh.
Horses and donkeys.
Yeah.
Is it like a vaccination?
No, Aiden, do you want to say?
Oh.
Shoes.
It's a passport. Every.
You're joking.
Honestly, these are all British questions
That's
because
not
we are
right.
British.
Well,
That's not right, mate.
imagine that.
It
It's
is.
just flat
It
out
is.
wrong.
It is honestly right.
Why
Okay.
do they need a passport?
No,
Okay, so
they
have to
just
go
do.
to
Okay,
get
Tom.
through
for the
customs.
weekend.
Tom.
To get through customs, like, where's your passport, mate? And
Where's your
sorry,
passport?
Yeah, just to get my horse wallet out.
Tom,
I'll be like, stop horsing around. Am I right?
Why the
kids?
long face? You're about to go
Oh,
on
that was
holiday.
good. That was better than mine.
In 1647, which annual tradition?
Good year.
Which annual? You were born that year. Which annual
All
tradition
right.
was?
What does that mean?
Which annual tradition was abolished by English Parliament?
Annual tradition
Annual tradition.
in 1648.
Don't act like you're going to work it out. Just throw something out there.
Don't question my price. Well, it wasn't slavery, was it?
It
No,
was.
it's not an annual
Definitely.
tradition.
That's not a
ridiculous.
tradition.
What do you do, Tom?
That's outrageous.
God.
Christmas at Tom's, everyone.
I don't have the
Jeez.
space.
Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Christmas was
Oh, I
abolished.
was going to say Christmas.
Were you going to say
Yeah,
it?
I was going to say that.
That's why I didn't
can't
go to
believe
you.
it.
Speaking of Christmas, what are you guys doing for New Year's and Christmas?
Far away from you guys.
What was that?
possible. What?
Sorry, Tom.
what
I
are we
think there was some
getting?
interference.
Sorry, did you get some breakup there?
What did you say?
I said I'll be with my friends and family.
Of course.
Yeah,
And Aiden, what are you up to?
What, over Christmas?
probably
Yeah,
drinking
and New
himself
Year's.
into oblivion.
Absolutely. That's exactly, yeah.
That's it.
That's,
100%.
no, I'm with the fam. You know.
Oh, very nice.
Have we asked you anything?
You
This
have
whole time.
It's fine. It's alright. It's cool.
Aiden, let's twist this around.
Oh,
Let's
twisting.
be spontaneous.
Go on then. Quickly ask me a question.
Joshua,
Quickly, because
who's your favourite person in this room?
no,
Tom, send me
I already know what it is.
Joseph.
Oh my god, dude. Really? You got it wrong. Aiden, what's my
No, I
name?
didn't.
Joseph.
Thank you.
I hate both of you so much.
Joshua Joseph
No,
Martello.
Joshua
I
Joseph
have
Martello, eh?
The
an
first.
uncategorized hate
Nice.
of you. What? You're not even listening to me right now.
Sorry, yeah, we're doing ASMR.
ASMR thing.
What's up, Tom?
Sorry, I hate ASMR.
I
Can't
hate-
stand it. Mind you, there's a nice one where someone bites into a pickle It's really crunchy and it's just so good.
You make me lose the will to live sometimes, mate.
Jesus,
I barely have it. I don't often have it myself.
You told the story of you listening to ASMR with some bloke.
No, it's actually a woman.
A girl. Oh, that makes it better. Josh is just losing his bits and bobs.
What's going on?
He actually needs some help.
Oh, his headphones have fallen up.
Mate, you need to listen to some bloke biting into a pickle, mate. That will sort it out.
Listen, shall I play it now?
No, please don't play it.
Everyone get their opinion.
We've lost internet connection, so you cannot play it.
Oh, no.
All right. I'll listen to it
We've
later.
lost internet connection.
Guys, do you have any shout-outs? I'm going to start. With Sam, my dog Charlie. I love my dog Charlie. He's not listening. He's got better things to do.
He's a dog.
Around a bit.
Tom, going to shout out anyone?
I'm going to shout out my beautiful girlfriend.
Who's that?
Well, there's two.
Live on air!
Which one?
Joking. There's only one in my life.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
It's actually made me feel a bit sick.
Oh,
How sweet that
oh!
was.
Oh! Tom, you want to shout out anyone else?
No, I'm just really angry at Aiden for being here. Just insults me.
That's Jesus, dude.
I don't think I've insulted you one time.
What are you typing there? Just you type in that there's animosity between friends.
Animosity.
No. Aiden, any shout-outs?
Not particularly. Shout out to my mum. My mum's great. I love my mum.
I love your mum too. She's great.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah, we do. High five, bro. Yeah. That was a simulated high five noise.
Pretty much, yeah. My mum.
Your mum, awesome.
And my sister's new dog. Can't wait to see you.
Well.
I'm so excited. She's actually engaged, so I'd rather you didn't do that.
I want to thank my two special guests this week, my friends Aiden and Thomas. How has it felt being live on air?
It was pretty cool, actually.
It was
I enjoyed myself.
I thought I'd hate it.
You liked it?
No, hated it.
Oh.
No, I've had a blast. It's been a great time.
You enjoyed it? Good.
Yeah, loved it.
Had a great time.
Totally come back.
Highlight of my week.
Oh, well, Jesus!
It starts going into like a sarcastic bit, doesn't it?
Highlight of my week.
Yeah, it starts off meaningful.
Sorry, no, it's been great.
Good.
Which you can't say without sounding sarcastic. But no, honestly.
Well, you can if you actually sound enthusiastic.
You
don't sound like you're being tortured. It was great.
I am in a turmoil.
Oh my God, guys! Thank you ever so much for coming on. Thank you for being here. I look forward to hopefully having you again on soon. Thanks for listening. To skip to our first official Having Words podcast, check out episode 4.